this ain't photos. Suppose all you bozos, I'm in one zone, ain't no so when I'ma go off, you know that I'ma show off my blessings.
Hi hotties! Today I'm going to be doing an updated everyday makeup routine. I haven't done one in almost 2 years. And I will say that the makeup look and style is pretty similar because once I find something that I feel confident in, I feel like it just makes sense that I will just keep wanting to do it. Also, maybe I'm scared of change. I don't know. It's kind of like how I'm an avid outfit repeater. But don't worry, this is not a carbon copy of the last video. I would say a lot of the products and techniques that I use now are very, very different. I've kind of like matured in the way that I do my makeup. I do kind of want to make this video feel like a FaceTime call, kind of like we're getting ready together. So I have some things I want to chat about. We can catch up, but I also get it if you don't want to hear me ramble. So I will have some timestamps here. So I've already washed, moisturized, did my whole skincare routine, and now I'm gonna go in with some sunscreen because that is so important, y'all. Also, make sure not to forget your neck. Okay, let's chat. Yesterday was Halloween.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Jasmine, it's actually January 2023. Why the heck are you talking about Halloween? This video was actually filmed a couple months ago, but now it's ready to go live. I decided to keep the Halloween part in because the whole sentiment of the whole talk is still pretty relevant and I think it still makes sense. It's just in the context of Halloween, but yeah. That's the whole thing.
How was your guys' Halloween? I know like a lot of people were going out and everything like that and it looked super fun. Your girl did not get invited to any Halloween parties, but that's okay. I did celebrate Halloween a little at Not Scary Farm, so that was super fun. I kind of love being scared like that. I will say I did feel a little sad and lonely that like on social media, like everyone was posting like their Halloween costumes and all the parties they were going to. But I also had to remember that, you know, like I still have like good friends. Like I just think a lot of them just don't live near me anymore. Maybe if we lived closer to each other, I would have gotten invited, maybe. I think now it's just like a part of adulthood, just being okay with having FOMO and like just recognizing that everyone has their own lives now. And honestly, like I had a lot of fun yesterday. Martin, me and Suki all watched Halloween Town. We made a Halloween like gingerbread house, which I didn't think existed. We also didn't know kids in our apartment complex like trick or treat, but we did prep. We did have candy available. Not one child or person came over trick-or-treating, but that's okay. Now I have a lot of candy. Now I'm gonna go in foundation. This is my all-time favorite foundation ever. It's kind of busted. No one look at her. It's fine. She's shy. And then I just do little dots around my whole face. I try not to put too much on my nose because I feel like I have a lot of texture there, and when I put a lot of makeup on it, it makes it more evident. I think, at least I notice it more. And then to blend and kind of like buff everything out, because obviously I can't go walking like this, I use my M Cosmetics little cushion thing. I love this thing so much. Sometimes I will use a brush when I'm like kind of in a rush and I kind of just gotta like go everywhere, but I kind of like the action of like kind of slapping my face. I don't know, it feels kind of fun. It feels like I'm stimulating blood flow. I don't know. It's really fun just to like slap my face. And I do also think it leaves a very flawless finish. Also, I will not lie, I feel like the Korean wave really got me on this one because whenever I watch Korean dramas, the girlies are always like, oh my god, I need to touch up my makeup. And then they have this cushion thing and they just do it really quick. I don't know, I just feel like a main character. That makes no sense, but it's true. I will say my skin is not doing so hot right now, and I don't think it looks that bad on camera because I have a lot of like direct light on me. But yeah, I do have a spot here and here and like some rosacea and some texture on my cheeks as well. So I'm gonna go in with the Kosas concealer and then just put it all over basically. For the spots that I just concealed, I go in with powder and okay, it's broken. Don't talk about it. I just put some product on my fingers and then I just dab it on those spots to really make sure that the concealer sets. I love this powder because I think it really gives a nice blurring effect without it being too cakey. And after I'm done with that, I just go with a powder brush, like a normal face powder brush, and then I go over everything again. Now to move on to my brows, because as you can see, I have none. They're very sparse. I would say it's weird because I have a lot of like eyebrow hairs, but like they grow like this. Like they grow all the way down to my eyelid and like grow up. Like I have hairs, they're just not in the right space. To give it a little bit more of a, like a dense shape and more defined shape, I use this eyebrow pencil. I use the shade dark brown. I feel like, I don't know, I think because I have orange hair, like, should my eyebrows be orange? My roots grow in very fast, like right here. So I'm like, yeah, then it just matches my roots. Okay, so here I have like the outside part done, and then I go in the inside. I kind of just flick up and just make sure that the like inner parts are just not too dark because I don't want it to look like rectangular brows. It was really trendy to have bushy brows, so I tried to make my eyebrows as big as possible, but then I just found out that it does not fit my face. I think that's just one of those things with beauty trends that just because it's trending on other people doesn't mean that it particularly like fits your face. At least for me, kind of just like followed trends blindly without taking a step back and just seeing if it would actually flatter my face. I think it's just trying new things. You know, you live and you learn, but right now I think a more soft and thinner and kind of arched brow, like slightly arched brow, is what works for me. Take the spoolie on the other side and kind of blend everything out. So this is the before and after. Very big difference. I wish I could do weird things with my eyebrows. I could only move, what is it, my right one? My left, she don't do anything. Also, this is random, but if my mouth and like the way that I'm talking kind of sounds weird, I have a gnarly canker sore right here, and I think I've talked about this before, but I only get canker sores when I'm really stressed. And yeah, I've been very stressed lately. Literally for what? But the thing that's getting me right now is that like, yeah, it's right here, and okay, but I have tooth gems right here, and like it's right where the canker sore is. So when I'm talking, it's kind of like scraping against it, and I've just been like, it hurts to breathe, it hurts to talk. Is this a price for just wanting to be hot and sexy with my tooth gems? It's okay, I'll deal with it. Meh. Oh, hi. So now moving on to, I would say, my pretty iconic eyeliner look, but I use the NYX Epic Wear waterproof liquid eyeliner. It has a really fine tip like this, and then I just find where my waterline is, which is right here, and then I just extend that out. Like I just extend and go in the direction of where it's naturally going, like this. Like I don't point down, I don't point too up, I just go with my natural eye shape. I do little flicks at first to try to rev up, kind of like just be prepared for what's about to happen, and then I just go and flick, and then that's how I get the sharpest line. I don't like conceal, I don't use tape or anything, I just kind of go for it, and usually it works out. And I usually extend it to where like my tail of my eyebrow is, and then about like 2-3 millimeters from like the little flick, I will take my eyeliner brush and then go like this, and then end it at the outside of my iris. The reason why I don't want to start at the flick is because when I like go in like here, I don't want it to not become so sharp anymore, so that's why I start like a little bit farther back. And then all you gotta do is just fill it in. Ta-da! The reason why I kind of end it like in the middle of my eye and don't extend like the liner all the way to my inner corner is because I have monolids, so like it doesn't like look different. Having monolids and also not having representation growing up on just how to do makeup for my eye shape, this is just kind of what I felt like doing, and this is honestly, I would say, kind of why I've been doing this look for so long. But recently I've been trying to dig myself out of this hole. I've been trying new makeup and eyeliner looks, and it's been so fun. But yeah, this is like just what I feel the most confident in for like the everyday look, and I just know how to do it so like fast, I would say now, because yeah, I've been doing it for so long. Both wings are done. Are they completely even? No, but that's okay. They just need to be sisters or even distant cousins, not twins. And now I'm just gonna tightline with this black kind of glittery kohl liner. I love it so much. Moving on to my inner corner eyeliner, I really like just like the look of how it elongates and accentuates my natural eye shape. So I just go in with a felt tip liner because I feel like it deposits less product than the other liquid liner does, because sometimes it could just be too much. It's kind of hard to handle for me. And with this, it's very important to go with your natural eye shape, because I feel like sometimes it can look very goofy if it's just slightly too up or too downward. At least on me, I find that just looking straight on in the mirror, like having your eyes relaxed, like in a very like resting position, because that's how your eyes will be like normally when you're just out and about, and kind of just where your top eyelid kind of curves down. See, when my eyes are relaxed, you can see how it just elongates what it already is. And then I just go in with the bottom and then kind of complete the shape. Oh, my back hurts so much, fuck. Why am I 22 and I'm like, my back is giving out like this? And this is what mine looks like. I extend it to where like the top of my eyebrow goes. Like you can see like there's a straight line that goes down there. At least I think it does. Okay, now I'm just gonna chat a little bit more post-grad life. I've been talking about it a lot, but it's still like, it's still going on. Like I've only graduated, what, since May, April, wait, May, June, July, August. It's only been 5 months since I've graduated, and wow, it's already been 5 months since I graduated. But honestly, I feel that life has been very simple, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like I've been getting into routine. I wake up and play with Suki, and I'm basically with her the whole day until Martin comes home. I've been trying to have a better work-life balance, because before, like with school, like I would just do school, and then after I would like do like on my YouTube and social media stuff. I would just be working until like 2 a.m. most days. Even though I don't have a proper like 9-to-5 job, I have been allotting the 9-to-5 time slot into actually doing work. I mean, still, work really does consume most of my life, but I feel like I've been trying to set boundaries, and I think it's been going well so far. Moving on to lashes, my favorite part. I've been using these babies for a long time, and I really love how spiky and kind of dramatic they are. I think they really complement the eyeliner look that I usually do. But sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit more like soft girl, fairy time, I will use Doe Lashes Crazy in Love. Today I'm feeling a little like dramatic, so I'm gonna be using these ones. I'm waiting for these to get tacky, because that is such an important aspect of just putting on lashes. If they're wet, they're gonna slip and slide. They're not gonna stay where you want them to stay, so you have to wait at least a minute or two to make sure that they're ready to go. Okay, back to like a post-grad life update. I have been like making new friends, and this is just like such a different experience, because when you're in school, right, like you're all doing the same thing. You're all at the same school, you kind of know each other's schedule. School makes life very structured, but I think now with new friends and old, it's very hard to schedule with each other, because we kind of have our own lives now, which is like very fun and exciting, right? Because you have so much autonomy with your own life. But it is like kind of funny now when you're trying to like schedule hangouts with friends, and you're like, can you hang out on this specific date weeks in advance at this time slot? It's just kind of part of growing up, and you can't take it super personally when your friends can't hang out with you like that day. And I feel like it's been hard for me to make friends because I don't have potential coworkers to become friends with. I've been making friends online, or I meet people at influencer events. So it's been kind of weird because people see me as an influencer first. Like they see my Instagram, they see like my follower count before they see my personality, which has been kind of weird, because I feel like they already have like their perception of you and how you're going to act, as opposed to college and normal school life, where like you meet the person first and then you exchange Instagrams. I don't know, is this very like niche experience? It's just been kind of hard for me to make and kind of maintain friendships. I don't know if it's just me. I think everyone's kind of going through a crisis. Like I'll DM people and like ask to hang out, and then they won't reply for like a week, and I'll be like, okay, maybe this is not the time for us. But also like I just can't take it personally, because everyone has their own lives now. I think I'll just take it one step at a time. I love being a homebody and being at home and be with my cat anyways, so yeah, not sad at all. On a real note, I think I have made like a lot more friends. I think because I've been feeling this way, I've been a lot more extroverted whenever I'm in social situations, since I'm not in them that much. So I'll literally just go up to people and be like, hey, I think you're really cool, like can we be friends? Like sometimes I do think I'm scaring them. I've just regretted so much of like when I'm outside and I don't talk to people, and then I'm like, no one wants to be friends with me, but then here I am not putting myself out there. Anyways, lashes are on, looking sexy and beautiful and dramatic, and we love it. And as you can see, there's a gap between my lash and my inner quarter liner, so I like going in with a liquid liner, kind of filling that in so it's one cohesive line. So recently I've kind of been diverging from like my normal eyeliner look, because usually I'll go in with kohl liner and kind of just do it all the way in my waterline, so then it's all like one shape like this. And yeah, like I will do that if I'm like in a rush and it's just like really easy. I like using this glitter one because it kind of adds like a little sparkle. It's really fun. I've been kind of liking just putting bottom mascara. I mean, I have very short lower lashes, but I kind of think it adds like that darkness that I like with the kohl liner, but it's a little bit more softer. Alright, so that took a little bit longer than expected, but I'm finally done. You can see that they're coated. It still adds that darkness, but I think it also adds like a little bit of symmetry because my top lashes are so big, right? So I don't know, I just wanted to try something new. And here it is. And recently I've been kind of wanting a little bit more of a sparkle to my eyes. Sometimes I feel like this can sometimes be a little bit too two-dimensional, if that makes sense, a little bit flat. So I'll go in with like a shimmery eyeshadow. This one is the Kaja Moon Crystal. I will put a little bit of product right here on my hand and then just put it under my eyes. As you can see, it adds like a really nice shimmer to my eyes. I actually got the sparkly eyeshadow and all of these other Kaja products from the sponsor of this video, Flip. If you didn't know, Flip is actually a really cool beauty app. So Flip is kind of like a shopping app where you have like TikTok video-esque reviews that you can scroll through and rate, and you can actually shop directly from that video and add it to your cart. And what's really great is that all the reviews on the app are real and authentic. It's not just a shopping app either. You can even make money just by posting your own reviews, by shopping, and there's even opportunities at checkout to even have free products. Really easy returns, white glove customer service, and a really great rewards program that can help you save up to 30% off each order. You can discover tons of new products because there's literally over 500 brands on there. Get inspo for makeup looks and even stock up on your just normal beauty essentials all in one place. One of the brands on the app is of course Kaja Beauty. That's how I got all these little babies from here. It was super easy. I got 3 moon crystals because I love shimmery eyeshadow recently. I got a cheek and lip product. It's called Whipped Dream. And then I got this most adorable lip product right here. Y'all, when I saw this, I was just so happy. Like, such a great color too. So yeah, really cool stuff. You can download the Flip app for free today, and you can use the code Kaja30 to get 30% off your first Kaja Beauty order on the app. Thank you so much, Flip and Kaja Beauty, for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate it. I love you so much. Okay, so there's a makeup trend in Korea called Aegyeosol. Aegyeosol? I'm not gonna be out here claiming I know how to speak Korean, okay? It basically translates to smiling eyes because when you smile, you can see that you have like a little crease right here, and it's like kind of like puffy eye bags a little. So recently I've been taking my brow pencil and kind of accentuating and kind of defining that line there, so even when I'm like this, it kind of looks like I'm smiling. You do not want to go too heavy-handed on this though, so make sure you just take it one step at a time. Okay, so now I'm just going to cream contour my nose. Kind of branching off on like the K-beauty stuff that I've been seeing. I feel like ever since I've gotten into K-pop, I kind of have like a skewed perception of like beauty. I'm like kind of absorbing Korea's beauty standards now, and if you know Korea's beauty standards, they are insane and they differ a lot from Western beauty standards. I would say I'm pretty confident in like the way that I look, and even though it took me a long time and like it's definitely not a linear scale, like a lot of the days I do feel kind of not great about myself, but wow, oh my gosh, I feel like I've been noticing things that I would have never noticed if I didn't get into like K culture. There's a beauty standard there called like 90-degree shoulders, and then I noticed that I don't have that. Their neck and shoulders, like they don't have this muscle. It's called trapezius muscle. I feel like I hold a lot of my stress in my upper shoulders because I'm kind of like hunched over all the time. I don't know what it is. My area right here is very developed, and I never noticed that until I started seeing, oh my gosh, 90-degree shoulders, and now like I found myself getting kind of insecure whenever I wear tops like this. So while K-media really does make me happy, like K-dramas, K-pop, all of that stuff, I think it's also important for me to take a step back and not compare myself to all of these like very beautiful, perfect people. They go through their shit too, okay? Like there's a reason why a lot of them look perfect. It's because they have to fit the standard. Face is contoured, she's bronzed now. Now I'm gonna go in with some blush. Okay, so you know how your blush placement like really determines on like how your end result will look, because if you put it like here, it can really lift your face, but if you put it like here under your eyes, sometimes it can drag your face down. It depends on how far you like put the blush down, but it could also make you look very like youthful and cheery. And recently I just don't know what look I kind of want to go for. I think today I'm going to go for a more lifted look, but sometimes I will like put it more under my eyes and kind of give that sunburnt look. I'm just going to dot a little bit on my face here. Okay, we're almost done. Oh my god, I've been filming for 2 hours. I feel like a chatty Cathy today. My base makeup can really cover my little beauty marks. Like I have some right here that are completely covered up. So I like to take a little brown felt tip eyeliner and kind of go over them so then they're seen again. And I feel like this side of my face is really like Beauty Mark Central, but this side doesn't have that much. I kind of just like to sprinkle some around too. Okay, grand finale. I know this video is a little lengthy, but now we're gonna go on to the lips. I love using a lip stain like this one because it really stays on, and I usually go for like a pretty dark red, but I don't use like all the pigment. I usually just put this much on and then use my finger to kind of blend it out. It really mutes the color, and I think the fact that rubbing it in like really gets it in there and makes it stick. I don't overline my lips or anything, but to try to make it look a little bit more like plump, like I look healthy. I don't know, does that make sense? I use a Dior lip glow oil. The applicator is so cool too. Like, I have huge lips and it's like the perfect size. So yeah, this is the final look. I love it. I feel so confident in it. That's why I do this every single day, right? I hope you enjoyed today's little video and FaceTime call. Thank you so much, Flip, for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate it and appreciate you. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
C'est l'histoire d'une fille pas trop compliquée pour une fois. Cherchant l'impossible, elle trouva que c'était une bonne idée.